This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry guys, I was on mute. I didn't see that. You might have. Am I audible now, guys?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So this is our Linux server, which you have created in AWS data center, right? And now, for example, we're all working on. This is my PC. Let's imagine that this is a team manager's PC. Okay. And he created one server, Linux server, on which all our team, okay, is working together. For example, our team is having teammates like Raj, Lakshman, Rashmi, Sri. Okay. And now what happens is, once you have created this Linux server, which user will be logging into this server as guys? The default user for the first time. The very first time which user will be logging into the server is right. We will be logging into the system as EC2. Okay. And what is the password? Because every login ID has a password. What is the password? That is the key pair. Remember? That's why if you're not having the key pair, guys, you can never log into this instance as a EC2 user. Because EC2 user is maybe a default user, but also EC2 user is having the pseudo privileges. What is a pseudo privilege? Admin privileges. Okay, making sense because whenever we log into this instance as EC2 user, we also do sudo space -a and switch to admin user. Right, guys? So how our teammates can log in, because all together we are working on the same project, same application on same server. So we are working on the same server. So we all also need to log into the system. But it is not advised to share this key pair to everybody and log in as EC2 user, because everybody can, if they have the key pair, everybody can log in as EC2 user and switch to root user, and also to the admin. Some things are there which only admin can do. Okay, that can be done by all these people. So all we need is public IP, username, and a password. So to avoid the EC2-user login, we give our teammates one public IP, one username, and one password. Making sense? And how it works, let us see. On authentication, we need to select the key, open, open, accept. And which user will be logging as EC2-user. Okay, see, we log into the system. Right click, change settings, in appearance, in font settings, change it to 14 and more. And also the connection type. We need to go instead. Okay, so maximize the screen. So as EC2-user, see, so am I? Here EC2-user. Sudo space -a. Who am I? What will the sudo space -i will do, guys? It is a way to switch to root user. See now, whoami will give you root. Earlier we were institute-user. Now we are root user. Okay. Now after becoming the root user, what we can do is we want to add users to this particular server. So Rashmika, can you give this command? User add space.
What command?
User add. USER space. Sorry, USER ADD space. No space.
AD.
User add ADD. No space. No space. Yeah, nice. Space Raj. It will add a yeah.
Enter.
Yeah. Now check ID space Raj. Guys, just now we created a Raj user. Okay. ID space Raj.
IND space Raj. ID space Raj.
Enter. See guys, when we create one user, we get one user ID, one group ID, and a username and a group. See why we are having, see, group name and username is same. Don't get confused, guys. Group is different, user is different. But as we are creating any one specific user, we also tend to create one group with the same name as user. Remember this, okay? And the groups which is present is Raj. That is the default group, which is just because he is a new user, we just created and he is added. Okay. Now, user add space Lakshmi. ID space Lakshmi. It's
ID.
LKSH. See?
ID is IS.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. CS. So the user ID is 1002 and the username is Lakshman. The group ID is 1002 again and the group ID is Lakshman. So groups are also being created.
Uh,
User
Sorry, I have a
and
question.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the user ID and group ID, groups IDs are the same. Then how you identify that is a group ID, it's a user ID like that?
That's a good question. See, always the operating system knows that what is group ID and what is user ID. Okay. It means like UID is group ID, GID is group ID. Okay. UID is user ID, GID is group ID. It will get to know because it knows that already. User IDs start from 1000 and so on. Group IDs also start from 1000 and so on. Okay. It knows that.
Okay.
You'll understand later. You know. Okay. Say Srinu we created. We got user ID as this one and group ID as this one. Name as same. And user is just created, so it's available on the default. Okay. Because this is just a number. Okay. This 1000 is just a number, but it is belonging to group ID. So when the system thinks about group IDs and gets a number or response like 1003, it understands that it is Renu group. Do not think it is users Renu because already it knows that it is searching for some group ID and the group ID is 1003 and the group ID name is Renu. Making sense now, Nitish?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
So next step, how to see who are all the users created or in this server. Rajnikant, give this command cat space /etc /PASSW.
Yeah.
PASSW. Wait, 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 wait. It's PASSWD password. Okay? Now you can see all the users created in the system. See, don't get confused. Root is having a user ID of 0, and the rest all are the users created by the system for the system purpose. But here from EC2 hyphen EC, 1000 is for EC2. Raj the first user 1001, 1002, 1000. In a similar way, you can also say, see, instead of cat space slash etc slash group, if you give instead of password, it will show all the groups. See, Shrenu, Lakshman, Rajesh, making sense? Now we can also create passwords for the user. How to create password for the user? The command is passwd Raj. I'll give a very simple password. Root all small ROOT 123. Enter. ROOT 123. Remember, guys, unlike see the authentication tokens updated successfully. Here in the password, it is not there is nothing visible like even star marks. Unlike Windows operating system, Linux will never show any password, even in the form of star marks. Remember this. Making sense, guys?
Yeah.
So user Raj got the password. Okay. In the same way, password space Lakshmi. What is the password? Again, I'll keep the same.
How do we know the list of
Root
users?
1.
Command for list of users.
Cat space slash etc slash ps.
Yeah, now just we saw right.
See? List of groups.
Yeah.
This one. Cat space slash etc slash. Now let's create the screen. Also, let's create one password for who's the other users. Remove root 1 2 root 1 2. See, he's also got. Now, how to log into this user? Maybe this is Rajnikant's system, right? So, can anybody? Is there anyone logged in with the system and having putty in the laptop? Anybody? Yes. Rashmi, Srinu, Pushpa, Nitish. Having the putty session installed and just logged in with laptop. No? Okay. Just give me a second. Confirm whether you're able to see my screen. See, now I'm sharing my screen. Okay? You be available, Rashnika. I'll give you a screen.
Yeah.
See, I'm sharing my screen. Confirm whether you're able to see my screen. What I want to do is I want to open a putty, and after the putty, can you tell me what is your public IP?
My public IP.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Oh, yeah.
In the browser, you can
It's 43
43.
dot 204 dot
Okay.
148 dot 38.
Remember, guys. Now this is my personal system. Okay. Rajnikant is somewhere. I have only public IP. Can I do SSH authentication now? Because I don't have the key at all. That is Raj hyphen AWS. but I can log into this as a different user. Okay. Just give me one second. Oh, I might have shared different screen. Okay. So I will be logging as Lakshman and like ASH and enter. See, it is denied. Why? Because Rajnikant, can you share your screen?
I need to share my screen. Yeah. I have done.
Yeah. Can you already copied this? Now let's go to the putty session, guys. Here we need to make a small change in one particular file. vi space yvi. We need to do an editing change.
File. Editing in a
Slash
file.
etc slash ssh slash sshd underscore config. In this file, guys, you go scroll slowly down so that there is a place where password authentication is no, and you need to set it to yes.
Yes.
See this password authentication no. Okay. How to go to the end of the line? Capital E. Instead of no, give yes. Escape mode, WQ, save. Now systemctl restart sshd. What is the systemctl? I'll tell you because we have just changed an configuration changes for the application SSH. We need to do a restart. Okay. Now again, here itself we'll try. Okay, without giving any key. New session. Paste the public IP. Open. Lakshman. Enter. See now it's asking for password. Root 1, 2, 3. See, I logged in as Lakshman. Who am I? Who am I, guys? Which user I am?
Lakshman.
Very evident, Lakshman. So let's change the settings. Making sense, right?
Connection 2020.
Nice. Guys, you can also try, everybody. If anybody wants to try, the public IP of this is world space if config.me. How to get public IP from CLI? Okay, I'm pasting it in the GoToMeeting chat box. That is 43.204.148.38. You can use this and a username and password.
I have one more
As
doubt.
yeah, Renu.
Yeah,
Yeah, user. Yeah, can you tell me your route? Hello. What's your doubt?
yeah. IP address, the public IP address is same for all of you are using, right? Hello.
The instance will have only standard one public IP and one private IP.
Okay, that means while using Other users, it will be create any private IP for individually, like Lakshman is one private IP, and Sini is one.
No, no, no. See, remember, I'll tell you one thing. What
Yeah,
is the difference between public IP and private IPs? IP address is generally what is an IP address? It's just an address of your system, of your
yeah,
hardware.
yeah,
Now, what is the difference between public IP and private IPs? Private IP is an address where you can communicate to the particular hardware if you are available within that same network. Okay, but public IP is an address where you can access that server even from the public. For example, we are in somewhere Hyderabad and we want to access Mumbai server. If you're in the private VPC or VPN, okay, you can communicate with it with using private IP, but you are not inside that, right? So we need to have the
yeah,
public IP so as to communicate through the internet. Making
yeah,
sense?
yeah. Makes
Yes.
sense. Thank you, thank you. It's fine.
So guys, now who am I? I am Lakshman. One interesting thing I want to show you guys. What is my PWD? Can anybody tell what is the PWD? Rajnikant,
Present
Srinu,
working directory.
yeah, what it would be?
Currently, where we are working in, which directory we are working?
Which director will be? We logged in as Lakshman. We logged into this
Okay.
server as Lakshman. If somebody is coming to your laptop, your personal system into your home, and there are multiple profiles. For example, one is you, Rajnikant, and one is guest. And I'm logging it into the guest account. What will be the desktop I can see? Guest desktop, right? I can't see your desktop. The same way, when I log into the system as Lakshman, the present working directory will be /home/Lakshman. If you remember, day before yesterday, we were discussing about the same. What is /home directory? It will have the dedicated directory of all the users, or just like the default desktop. For example, cd space dot. This is what the command will take you one step behind it, the present working directory. Now PWD, where we are? Where are we, guys? /home. Let's do ls. EC2 hyphen user default. Lakshman, Raj, Shin. Every user will get a home directory. If you remember, as I said. Making sense, guys? Can you relate this? It's very clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
No, actually here, for the list of users, we have used the cat etc password command, and now ls also is displaying the list of users, right? How is it different?
No, no, no. This is not a list of users. This is the list of directories. If you remove the user, okay,
Okay, it's a
if you
user
remove the
directory.
user, this directory will not be removed. Remember,
So we can call it as a user directory.
home directory of that particular user.
Okay, so
Home
now
directory.
whatever we do inside the user will be in this particular folder.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Say, for example, CD space, if I do Raj, it is permission denied. See, because I can't enter into other people's desktop. Very much understandable, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So now let's go back and see whether sudo space -a. Which user I am, guys, right now? Lakshman, right? Sudo
Here
space
root,
-a is a command to switch to.
root
Root.
user.
It is asking me for a password. That is root 123. I gave the password. But what it is saying, Lakshman is not in the sudo space.
Sudo space.
So this incident will be repeated. Means Lakshman is not having that authorization to switch it to root user. Simple. Making sense? But here
Yeah.
in EC2-user, we have that privilege by default. That's why we are able to, for example, I do exist. Who am I? My
EC2
correct
user.
user is EC2. Sudo space -i. Who am I?
Root.
I
Root.
can switch to root. That is the already predefined advantage given to root user. Okay. we can understand that the EC2 user is also having pseudo privileges. Am I right or wrong, guys? Of course, it is having because it can switch to admin user. Then definitely it is having pseudo privileges. Now let me try this. User add space. What happened?
Permission denied.
See, I'm confused here once again. Why I'm
Okay.
confused
It
is
is not having admin privileges.
if it is not having admin privileges, how can we shift to this user? How can we switch to root user? We can't switch. For example, if you are working with some organization, definitely will receive one system asset from the company or organization. Do you really believe that you can become admin of that particular organization? I mean, system? Never ever it would be like that, right, guys? Yes or no?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now my question is,
Okay.
if that is right, why we are unable to do this? Remember here, guys, the question is, if your user add space Amar is a system command or a sudo command,
It's screen.
even though
Some
the user is having the
is not available.
even though the user is having the pseudo privilege, he can't directly execute this command.
Some is given.
Instead, he can
Do one
execute the
thing.
command like this.
So the link that is given
You
earlier,
should
you
add,
just the link is active. You can do. Otherwise, there is another link.
add a sudo as the prefix. Now see, id space Amar. Now it is created. Why? Because we added a prefix called sudo. If you want to execute any system command as a normal user, you should definitely add a prefix called sudo, and also followed by that you should have that thing. Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. You should have a prefix. So, making sense, guys? Even this user is having sudo privileges to execute the sudo commands or system commands. You need to add a prefix called sudo. See now, add space slash etc slash PASSW. See, Amar is created. Making sense, guys? Control. And now, to give the same privileges to Lakshman, what shall we do? It's very simple. See, it is telling that Lakshman is not available in the source. Let's make that happen. Now, the point is sudo space I5. What happened? I switch it to root user. Who am I? I'm root user. Vi space. Let's edit one more file. Slash etc slash sudo ers. Okay. In this, I should add some lines. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me how to go to the end of the line? End of this file. There are 120 lines. How to go to the last line? Can anyone tell me? Yesterday's class only we learned this. How to go to the last line? No response, guys. Capital G will take you to the last line. Remember? In a single go, capital G, I'm at the last line. So now what I will do? I want to insert a new line. So I will use small o. New line, bottom of the screen, below the current line. So now what I should do here? I should copy this percentage wheel and all. Exactly like this and paste it. How to copy? Highlight. How to paste? Right click. Okay. And instead of wheel, I should give as Lakshmi. Okay. Now see, How to save it, guys? In which mode I am? In insert mode. How to save this file? How to save the changes? Guys, let me tell me how to save the changes.
We need to go to escape mode, then colon WQ,
Exactly. Or how to go to escape mode? Escape key.
escape button,
Then
colon,
W2 exclamation, because these are setting files you need to give forcefully. Now see, we'll go to the Lakshman section. Now do cd space Lakshman. PWD, I'm at Lakshman. Sudo space -. And what is the password? Root 12.
root.
And who are my guys?
Lakshman,
Lakshman.
Now,
root.
see, I executed this. Switch to root user. Sudo space -. It is asking me for password. I gave the password. Immediately I switch it to root user. Now making sense how to give to sudo privileges to Lakshman, right, guys? In the similar way, we can also give the sudo privileges to any other group. Okay, so I'll show that to you as well. Let's take a 1 minute break now, guys. Can everybody please ping in the group? Gautami, Nitish, Pushpa, Rajnikant, Rosh, and Shri. Post in the WhatsApp group. I believe everybody is in the WhatsApp group. Post that your attendance. Hi, this is Gautami. Hi, this is Nitish. Hi, this is Rajnikant. Like that. Can everybody ping in the group?
In WhatsApp group or in chat?
In WhatsApp. That is where actually Amar will get connected with you people. Please try to connect with him. If you have any questions regarding the training, please, he will answer you all of that. And he will be responsible to take all the DevOps classes as well. Okay. Nitish and Gautami, can you please bring in the
Yeah.
Gautami, can you please respond in the WhatsApp group with your name? Hi, this is Gautami. Are you in the WhatsApp group, Gautami? Am I audible, Gautami? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see some more things. For example, right now I'm user Dell, right? Okay, let's come out. Okay, because we need to see whether Lakshman is able to add something. Add space slash etc slash PASSW. See, all are there. Raj, Lakshman, Srinu. Remove this. Now, user add space Amar 1. See, why permission denied? Because Lakshman is having sudo privilege. But still, to execute the system command, we should add a prefix called sudo. Like this, right? Making sense, people? Guys, is it making sense to you? See now, ID space Amar1. Yes, it will do. It's great. Now, how to delete users? Let us see whether he is present in PSSWD. See, Amar1 is there at the bottom of the screen. After Raj, Lakshman, Srinu, and Amar1 is clear the screen. Sudo space, the command is user del guys. User delete Amar1. So now check ID space Amar1. See, he is not there. Even cat is this one also is not there. That's simple. Making sense, right? User tell user add. How to add a group? Instead of user add, you should do group. add space DevOps. What we should do, since it is a system command and we are executing as a normal user, we should add sudo. Now group DevOps, sorry, DevOps is added. How to check? Cat space slash etc slash group. See, DevOps, Amar, Shrenu, Lakshman, Raj. So these are the groups. For every user we created, we got a group. As well as just now we created one more group called DevOps. Making sense, guys? Everyone? Any questions in this?
No.
No? That's good. Let's go ahead and let's see here in the normal one. ID space Raj. Guys, Raj user ID is 1001. It's very evident. Group ID is 1001. Group name is Raj. It's very evident. And Raj is newly created users. That's why he is only available in his default. So how we can add Raj to a different group? For example, user mod. The command is, guys, user mod space hyphen capital G. The group name is DevOps and the user name is Raj. Enter. This is the command. What we are doing is user mod, change the mode of user where the user is added to this group DevOps and the user is Raj. ID space Raj. Now see, the user ID is same, username is same, the group ID is same, the group name is same. But Raj is present in how many groups, guys? Now this default group Raj and also DevOps group 1000. Making sense, people? Guys, is it clear?
Yeah.
We can use this command and do that. Okay. Now let's copy all these. History is a command, guys. Remember, history is a command to get the all the output of the previous commands. Okay. You can follow this. Any questions, guys? Please let me know. That's all about user management. Any questions? Please don't hesitate, guys. Please let me know. I'm going to give you a few tasks. Tasks for the day is one is how to provide password plus sudo access. If you remember, while we are Lakshman, to add user Amar1, guys, to add user Amar1, while we are Lakshman here, why it's not to add user Amar1 is say to add user Amar1. See sudo user add Amar1 and we gave the password of the Amar1, right? Just checking. It was asking us password every time, right? So instead of that, it should not ask the password. That's the first task. Okay. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, guys, I'm back. Just give me a second. Yeah, the first question is how to provide passwordless root access to the user in Linux. Guys, I'm giving these questions very clear so that even if you try it in Google, you get it. And very most important in our entire training is it would be hardly 80% of my, 20% of our effort as a trainers, and the rest 80% you need to take care of. Okay. So the next thing is how to provide passwordless root access to the user in Linux. Next, how to provide sudo access to root instead of user. How to provide sudo access to root. And the third question is how to provide sudo access to specific commands for a user in Linux. Means, for example, I'll also do that. He can, for example, user can add users. Like he can execute user add command. Making sense? But he can't execute any other sudo command. Makes sense? If he can't delete, he can't install applications, he can't delete applications, nothing. He can only add users. Making sense? Any question, any doubts in these three tasks, guys? These are the tasks, and I want people to do it by tomorrow, and we can discuss it in the tomorrow session. Any questions? Please let me know.
Sure.
Got me, Nitish, Pushpa, Rashmi.
No, I'm clear.
No, I'm clear.
It's clear? Students, is it clear to you?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please try. See, simple thing I can tell you. Just to paste this question, copy the question and paste it in the Google. You will get the answers, guys. I'm telling you. Only thing I want from you people is you need to pick some time of your out of your daily routine so that you can understand how the R&D works. And in the real time, there are lots of things what we don't know actually, but still we can work, and it's all because of the R&D itself. Okay, you need to research. That's the only thing. Okay. Okay, then if that is clear to you, these are the three tasks I want like you people to do. And Raj, please post this in the group, and I'll send you the link very soon, guys, when I receive it. Okay. And Nitish, as it is your first session, I hope you had a little bit of understanding, definitely. But please follow the rest of the classes which we completed earlier. I'll post you
Yeah,
those classes. I'll
that's
send the
fine. Thank
classes links to you. I'll
you. Yeah, thank you.
repost the
Thank you.
links. So Roshni, are you up to the? Did you follow the classes which I sent you earlier?